LK Brereton, and this is the real spiel. Okay? I call this Stupidness Thursday, boy. Stupidness Thursday. In Trinidad, they don't say stupid. It's not right. It's not. That's impolite to say stupid. Is this stupidness? Hey, Stupidness Thursday. Donald, come into my office, boy. Come into my office. The man said, your president, Agent Orange, okay? The best toupee in the modern world. Little hands, short arms said he's going to put a tariff on the movie industry. Any foreign movies coming into America, you're going to tariff them. Ladies and gentlemen, don't expect me to explain that to you, because I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how he's going to manage that, boy. I don't know how he's going to manage. He's telling you, anyhow, you go see a movie that is not made in America, tariff in your backside. Listen, Americans, all you put him in charge, you know. All you put that man in charge. Listen, Stupidness Thursday. I want to figure out, because he's the most creative president in history. Let's be honest here. Donald Trump's imagination is beyond other people's imagination. He is the most creative president in the history of stupidness in respect to president. The man is creative. The most stupid creative man in the history of your union. Listen to me. We have to say, let's just do this. I want us to come up with all of the things that Donald Trump can put a tariff on. I want to come up, because if you put in tariff on movie, tariff everything. You know the first thing they need to tariff? All you American looking for a foreign wife. If you're looking for a foreign woman, a woman not made in America, tariff in your backside. Tariff. What? All these good American women, all these big back women in Oklahoma, huh? All these heavyweight women in San Antonio, Texas, right? Any woman that lives within 5 square miles of a Golden Corral, all them women, them. You have all them in America, and you're flying out to get these foreign women. Imagine the audacity of you. Tariff! Tariff. Anybody marrying a foreigner, tariff them, Donald. Tariff them. Tariff. Foreign love? No. American love only. Make American loving again. Tariff them. Tariff in your tail. Okay. Anybody, this is number 2. I'm just coming up with these as I go. Anybody that has a foreign dog, a dog whose pedigree is not American, tariff. Throw in the cats too. Tariff in your backside. American Pit Bull Terriers only, tariff. You have a poodle, tariff in your tail. A Dalmatian, tariff. A German Shepherd, tariff for sure. Absolutely tariff. Tariff in your tail. If you have a dog, right now, right down the line, anybody who has a foreign dog, tariff. Tariff them. You want a tariff movie? Tariff movies. You want any man who has a foreign woman, tariff. You might have to give the women a break though, Donald, because they're looking for a husband all over the place. You might have to get them a break. You know what? I have it. Oh, I got it. Number 3. If you marry an African American, you get a tariff rebate. Ladies, we're giving you a tariff rebate on marrying African American men. Because if anything is made in America, they are. That is a seal of approval, made in America. You have a black man, tariff rebate right away. Tariff rebate. Oh my gosh, they'll be running black men down in the street. We'll be running down the street like Jonathan Majors. It's Stupidest Thursday. Rebates on all black men that you want to marry. If you marry us, tariff rebate. You get a tariff rebate right away. Okay? Tariff rebate right away. Let me see, what else? Somebody give me some ideas. Give me some ideas. What do you think Biden did running the country? Listen, this is not about politics, okay? This is called Stupidest Thursday, right? And Biden was an administrator. He was actually a real politician. You have a reality host running your country, okay? Let's not talk about politics when we talk about Donald Trump. He's not a politician. He's a reality host. He's a multiple time failed owner of golf club ranges, Mar-a-Lago and all those other things. Yeah, let's call him that. Let's not have a political conversation when we talk about Donald Trump. It insults your intelligence and mine. It insults your. Biden is a politician. Politicians do politician things. We understand that, good and bad. But we're not talking politics here. We're talking about the most creative, stupidest president we've ever seen. This guy's not a politician. Donald Trump is not qualified to be a dog catcher. He could not be elected to be a dog catcher in most states, but he can be your president. That's saying something, baby. That's saying something. Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump, those are the two guys you should have conversations about. But Reagan became an actual real president. Real politician, rather. Both of them are president. Real politician. We can't put Biden and Donald and say it's unfair. It's an unfair scenario. It's not fair. One's a lawyer. I believe Biden's a lawyer. And what is Donald Trump? Let's not have that conversation, man. Let's not insult our intelligence by having that conversation right now. Come on. Let's stop this. Okay? Don't get me into Vance. Don't get me into Vance. Here's number 5. If you have a non-American last name, that's right, we are going to search out the etymology of your last name, and if you have a non-American last name, even if you are an American citizen, tariff in your backside, tariff. We're giving you a tariff, because how dare you be an American with a non-American name? That's outrageous in Trump's America. We're going to tariff you, people. The guy's a creative guy. Come on. If you do not have an American last name, if we find that your name is not truly American, now, mind you, we can change the name. You can change your name. We can make everybody Trump. It's a fantastic name. It's a beautiful name. It's a great name. It's a fantastic name. It's an amazing name. It's the best name ever. If you change your name to Trump, tariff rebate. You know, if you got some kind of name, and if you're one of those people who's born with ancestors that don't come from America, but somehow you got an American passport, just change your name to Trump. No problem. No problem. Absolutely fantastic. Okay? Let's keep going. I know we got a lot of people here making all these kind of great insinuations. How much will you pay to change your name? Oh, let me get on the highway here. Hold on a second. I don't know. I think if you're changing your name to Trump, I'm sure there's a nominal fee. It's a nominal fee. You won't pay what everybody else pays to change your name to Trump. It won't be that expensive if you change your name to Trump. All right? I got another one. If you belong to a church that's origins are outside of America, tariff. Right away, you got to pay a tariff. You got to pay tithe and a tariff. The 2 T's. The Trump tariff. If you're Russian Orthodox, tariff. Right away, you Russians. How dare you bring your non-American religion into America? Absolutely not. If you're Lutheran, you doggone Germans, bringing your German religion, mucking up the waters of America. Make America great again. Tariff those Lutherans. Tariff all those Russian, Scandinavian Orthodox, right? Ethiopian Orthodox, you get a pass because maybe some of you are African American. And we already gave you guys a rebate. Roman Catholics, you guys are Italians. Tariff, absolutely tariff. Now, there's a tariff rebate. If you change your name to the Church of America, hey, everything goes back to status quo. Very simple. Keep all of your traditions. You keep all of you still worship who you worship. You just got to change the name of your church to the Church of America. That's it. That's all you got to do. The Orthodox Church of America, you guys are safe. The OCA, oh, you guys are very safe. Everybody's going to join the Orthodox Church of America right now and be tariff-free. Come on. There's nothing wrong with these ideas. These are great Trumponian ideas, and I believe that Trump should hire me to be his content creator. These are fantastic ideas. What has the Democratic Party done for Black America and Hispanics? I don't know. You got to go ask a politician. I know Donald Trump has done nothing. I don't know what the Democratic Party has done. You got to go ask the Democrats. I'm not a Democrat. I don't even believe in democracy because it's stupid as Thursday. I believe that Trump should be the emperor of the Western Hemisphere. Suck up Canada like he wants to, Mexico, go down there to the Caribbean. Let's just make him the Pope and King. Democrats, what is democracy with Donald Trump? Come on. We don't need democracy. All we need is presidential orders. That's it. Executive orders. Boom. We don't need the Congress. Dismiss those people. We don't need them. Get rid of them. Congressmen? What do we need a congressman for? What do we need those guys for? We don't need any of those people. Right? All we need is Donald. And executive orders and a pen for little fingers. That's all we need. And we can run the world, baby. We can run the world out of a notebook in our back pocket and a presidential seal. That's all we need. You don't need the Democratic Party. You don't need the Republican Party either, clearly. You don't need the Republicans or the Democrats. You just need Donald. That's it. And if you're stuck, if you're really looking for real leadership, you're looking for a hug, just call Elon. He'll take you on a little trip around the moon, right? That's it. Imagine a guy who runs Tesla opens a branch of government called Dodge. Now I know why that is. Because Dodge is a great American name, great American company. Dodge Rams and Dodge trucks. That's America. That's why they called it Dodge. Oh my God, it's the stupidest time ever to be alive. Stupidest time ever. And if anybody thinks they're going to come on this channel today and say anything intelligent, it's not going to happen. It's stupid as Thursday. We're not trying to make any sense. Why would we try to make sense in Donald Trump's America? It doesn't make sense. It just makes Donald dollars. Let me see what else. Oh, this is getting it. If you're a hedge fund manager, if you have any type of foreign investment in your portfolio, tariff. That's right. All you hedge fund managers, you've got 30 days to transfer all of your foreign investments to American commodities, American stocks, American companies, American equities, American bank. You've got 30 days, or else tariff. How you like that one? That would make sense, right? I mean, why not? It's in line with everything else he's doing. Why not? Tell those American hedge fund companies that they got to transfer their foreign investments to American-only investments, or you tariff the crap out of them, right? Weaponize the IRS against them. Charge 100% tariff. All the profit they make, take it back in tax, whether it's realized or not. Right? Realized means whether you sell it and actually declare the profit. Take it back in tax immediately. Isn't that a fantastic idea? All the Trumponians, they're all on here going crazy. They're all going crazy. How dare he? Sitting on your phones, typing all your great common sense questions. It's not that kind of day. It's Stupidest Thursday. I told you that already. Stupidest Thursday. Because we're going to tax a movie. Donald, taxing movies. Uh-oh, I got one more. I got. Listen, when you have Trumpian mind, things just come to you. Coffee not grown in America. I don't drink coffee. It's not actually coffee. But if it's not grown in America, I want you to tariff every one of those coffee beans. How dare these Colombians come on in here and addict America to their little black mud, their caffeinated black mud. Got everybody in America addicted to coffee. Tax them, tariff them right now. You've got to grow your coffee in America. And that goes for all of you people who are eating mangoes and bananas, right? Anything, any fruit that is not grown in America right now, it's got to put a tariff on it. You're only going to eat American fruit. American fruit. Oranges and apples. Y'all can grow watermelon? Sure, you can throw some watermelon in there because African Americans get a rebate, right? So you don't want to disenfranchise us from our watermelon, right? You Republicans, that's all we black people do. We just eat watermelon and fried chicken. That's all we do. Right, Donald? That's why you said Crockett is a low IQ person, because she's just out here eating watermelon and fried chicken. These poor Democrats eating watermelon and fried chicken, it's messing up their brain. Woo! My goodness, boy. And you know what? I really wish I could get on here and say, you white folks, I can't even blame white people. I can't even blame white people, because I sit around listening to too many black people say, oh, I would re-vote for Donald. I would vote for Mr. Trump one more time. Yes, I would. I don't think I did anything wrong. Well, I read Candace Owens' book, and after reading Candace Owens, I had a different look at Mr. Trump, and I think I did a good thing by voting for Donald. Speaking of that, foreign here. If you do not get your weave, your lace fronts from America, from Americans, good old-fashioned Americans, we can go down to the Mormons. They grow their hair long. Go to the UPC church. All those UPC women, they don't cut their hair. They haven't cut their hair in 35 years. And we can get American hair. What are you importing that here from India for? And Peru. No, we need good old American hair. Like me. That's how Donald be like, let's look at my hair. You can have a Donald Trump hair factory where you're getting hair. That's what they'll have, a whole section. This is hair grown from the head of Donald and his family. Donald and Barron have donated follicles of their hair. We've cloned it, and we've created American hair. Look at it. Look how it flows. And if you do not have American here in your head, tariff! Tariff! The audacity of you wearing Peruvian people's hair on your head. Now, of course, this is not for the African Americans because you have a rebate. You get a pass. You can wear anybody's hair you want, ladies. Anybody's hair you want. But the rest of y'all, don't even think about it. Better have American hair. Oh, wow! This guy's definitely the most creative president, stupid president, that we've ever had. The most creative, stupid president. I gotta clarify. Because probably the most creative president you've ever had is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. FDR was creative, right? He understood what he was dealing with. He was dealing with a crisis, and he created social programs in order to keep the country alive. And that guy was intelligent creative. Donald Trump is stupid creative. Right, that's what he is, stupid creative. Woo, baby. What a day, what a day. I woke up and it's cold in Canada. I was wearing, actually, yesterday I was wearing a t-shirt, some shorts. I woke up today and I had to put back on my winter coat. And I said to myself, Donald should live in this country. This country is its weather is as bipolar as Donald Trump's brain. He should really be the Emperor of Canada. We should make him the King of the North. That's what we should do. Carney, you got a good smile and everything, but I think we need a new king in the North. That's what I think. I think Donald would look good in a big fur coat, Game of Thrones. Give him that big black fur coat that make him a crow. He would look fantastic with all that golden hair and a big black fur coat. Make him the King of the North. We need to dispense of this. Do you notice that when people talk about Donald Trump, they say, and the president, they don't say this president of the United States. They call him the president. Like, he's the only president in the world. There's no other president but him. He's the only president. The president. When they talk about Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, well, Donald is the president. Incredible. Whew. Incredible. Boy. He just wants to rant. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a rant. This is a rant show. You didn't know that? You didn't know this is a rant show? This is a rant show. I'm not having intelligent dialogue about Donald Trump. You think I'm going to make myself stupider by having a conversation with people about Donald Trump? I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that to myself. I can't do that to my brain. I have to teach intelligent things tonight. All right? Big up to my mentor, Dr. David Israel, my Hebrew instructor and linguist, to Emmanuel Church of Jesus Christ Apostolic, to Faith Temple Apostolic International Ministries, and to FTA Theological Seminary, to all the Cyclopses that are in the building, and to all our visitors who have come on to see what I've got to say about Agent Orange, the stupidest president, but most creative, that you have ever had. Welcome. This is the real spiel, and I am flabbergasted. Okay, let me use these kind of words. I am dumbfounded. Okay? I am perplexed at the veracity of his stupidity and of the capacity of one man to come up with so many stupid ideas in such a very short period of time that all don't work. And it's interesting because all he had to do was a couple of things. He really only had to do a couple of things. Can I help you, Americans? All you people on here who are ignoring your comments, can I help you? Can I help you? A man that has the temerity to eliminate an educational system says, you don't need it. Department of Education, we don't need that. The guy that has that capacity to do that. What he really should have done, and I don't know why he didn't do it, he should have eliminated the IRS. That's what he should do. If he wants to help America, wants to help every American, he doesn't have to put tariffs on you that make you pay more taxes. All he had to do was eliminate the IRS. Eliminate the IRS. You don't need the IRS. Do you know that? You know how taxes came about? You know how they came about? They came about because, as a war measure, they needed to raise money for war. So in North America, both Canada and America, initiated a taxation system so that they can raise money, so that they could fight against their enemies abroad. Remember, your nation was started because a bunch of Englishmen didn't want to pay taxes to the king. That's the only reason your nation was started. Your nation was started so that A, they didn't have to pay taxes to a king, and B, they could enslave black people. Those are the two pillars of America. It's the left and right foot that cause you to stand. It's the only reason you have a country. You have a country because you didn't want to pay taxes and you wanted to enslave blacks. That's why you have a country. That's it. It's the only reason. And so all you had to do was say, listen, let's make America great again, like we had it before. No taxes. We're not paying any taxes. No taxes. That's it. Taxation is done. It's over. That's all you got to do. Now you're thinking to yourself, well, how are we going to survive? How's it going? Listen. Again, let me just talk to some people, because I know there's a lot of guys in here, that are, a lot of people came in here, a lot of folks that are making these comments that, you're married to your cousin, or your mother was married to her brother or something like that, and your mama is your auntie. But the scenario is effectively that you do not survive by eating yourself. Taxing your own population is eating yourself, right? I know. They didn't teach you world history. Let me show you how real governors, dictators ruled. You didn't tax your own people. You taxed the people you conquered. So you put what's called a tribute tax on foreign nations that you conquered. You didn't tax your own people. That's eating yourself. You don't tax your own. You tax foreigners. You conquer them, and you say, I'm not gonna stay here, but you're gonna send me 100 bushels of wheat per week and 50 of gold monthly. And if you don't do it, I'm gonna come back here and slap you around. Used to do. That's really how taxes work. You don't tax your own people, right? Now, the European aristocracy did it because their broke behinds realized, oh, it's expensive to go out there and plunder foreign people and keep bringing back all their stuff. Why don't we just make our people do it? That's a great idea. How are we going to do that? I don't know. let's just get out there and take it from them. Right? That's why people got fed up and said, screw this. I'm going to a place where they won't just take my stuff. And they ended up in America. And now you dummies got a bigger dummy sitting up there taking all your stuff. You want to go buy a Dodge truck? Well, it's going to be more expensive for you in a little while. They got enough supply there for probably the next 2 or 3 years. Probably in the last year of his presidency, you're going to feel it, because you're going to run out of all your true American stuff, and you're really going to have to import, and it's going to be extremely expensive for you in the last year of Donald Trump's presidency, unless he changes his mind on all these tariffs and realizes he's just taxing his own people over and over and over again, making everything more expensive for his own people over and over and over again. And everybody's going to come make movies in Canada. Fantastic. I should be a leading man. Idris Elba takes all my parts. Jonathan Majors is short. He's a short guy. And I definitely can play everything Jonathan Majors can play. And better. Absolutely. How dare they make that guy a superhero? I'm a superhero. Let's do that stuff in Canada. This beard can be black. It can be any color you want it to be. Come on. 6'8", 270 pounds of chocolate man, baby. Come on. You can't tariff me from over here. And but hey, you Americans coming over here making movies, don't pay me in this funny Canadian money. I want American dollars. I want American money, baby. I want American dollars. You're not paying me in Canadian money. Nope. I want good old-fashioned greenbacks. That's right. In my bank account. Until Carney realizes that we can just squash your entire economy because your economy is backed by nothing. Nothing. America's economy is backed by nothing. Carney knows it. I don't know why he's playing ball with y'all. We know you have 350 consumers that we want to sell stuff to. That's all. We just need new people to sell stuff to. That's the only reason that he's playing with you. Listen, Canada doesn't need you guys. You guys need us way more than we need you. We're the second largest crude oil producer in the world. Second, next to the Saudis. Second. We got more lumber, we got more fish, we got more everything than y'all. The only thing you guys got advantage on us is oranges. We can get that from Mexico. Y'all got nothing we need. We have everything you need. Why do you think he's trying to put a tax on Canadian aluminum? Go make yourself some aluminum, dog. We've got aluminum factories going up as we speak. Oh, they told Carney, yeah, we've got aluminum going up as we speak. Oh yeah, they're building factories by scratch. They're down there in Mississippi trying to figure out how do I spell aluminum? How do I spell aluminum? Can't even spell aluminum. You gonna make aluminum factories, boy? You're gonna be making your houses out of clay in a minute. You're gonna be making your bridges. You're gonna be making your bridges out of wood. Not our wood though. You gotta get some wood from Albany. Go up there in upstate New York and chop down some of their wood. They got a whole lot of wood in upstate New York. The upstate New York is a third world country. They haven't developed upstate New York. Jeez. I can go to remote parts of Africa and it's more developed than Albany, Syracuse. I ain't gonna say nothing about Rochester because it's my people. But I upstate New York, whew, all forest out there, boy. All forest. Every time I drive through upstate New York, I'm waiting for a deer, a moose, or Bigfoot to run out of the bushes. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on up here? This is like Africa out here. Go up to upstate New York. You got a whole lot of wood and stuff up there. You got a lot of stuff up there. Develop up there. You want to make America great again? Start in upstate doggone New York. Listen, it's Stupidest Thursday. And I'm just here to talk about the stupidness of tariffing movies. Like, how do you come up with that? Like, honestly, how do you come? And there's a fine line between stupidness and genius. There's a very fine line, right? Donald Trump doesn't walk that fine line. He doesn't. He is squarely on the stupidness side, very, very squarely. He's nowhere else but on the dum-dum side. He's on the little bus side of the situation, big time. And I just don't know. Like, I always hit that bump every morning. Anybody who watches this says every morning this man goes over that bump way too hard. I went over it way too hard today. But I just want to know, when this guy wakes up in the morning, what comes to his mind? Like, I wake up, I have this thing where the first thing I say out of my mouth is Yeshua and Yahweh. First thing out of my mouth. And the last thing I say before I go to sleep, after I pray. But I wonder what comes out of Donald's mind. Like, what's the first thing he does in the morning? I would love to know. Like, could somebody do a documentary? And does, like, what happens when these great ideas come? Like, because when you are a savant of ideas, you have so many of them that you need to have a scribe. This is why the prophets had scribes, because when they were coming up with this stuff, they just needed somebody to start writing, right? They needed the scribe to sleep right next to him. Is that what happened? Is that what Vance is doing? Does Vance sleep right next to Donald? Because we know Melania doesn't. And does he just wake up and say, I heard you speaking last night, Emperor, and I started writing down some things that you were saying, and you said movies and tariffs, and I thought, what a profound idea. Tariff the movies. I said that? You did. You said it in your sleep. Oh, then it must be true. I'm trying to figure out the process, right? I'm a preacher, man. I give people my process. I talk about process, how to process a thought and then write it down and deliver it, right? I need to know his process to come up with these ideas. He's a man of ideas. Stupidest ideas in the history of stupid presidents. I know what to say. I got to read some of these comments and let you folks go, because, you know, unlike Donald Trump, I got a job. Oh, I got weirdos here shouting out his. Oh Lord, let me get rid of all the crazy people. Let me get rid of all y'all. Hold on. Let me see here. I'm gonna remove that. Trump first thing in the morning eats McDonald's. Once you said Trump, all the crazy nutcases came out. Did you see that? Exclusive hair care. Angela, the second I said Trump, all the nut bars came on this thing. They rolling in here. Rolling in here, boy. I want to view some of the crazy comments, though. Can I see? Can I show? What does it say? What does this crazy person say? Another moderator handled this. Thank you, moderators. Scan, tell us your story. We now get molested, really. There's some real weirdos out here, boy. Whew, you can play Diddy. Wow. I prefer truth, facts, and reality. Canada needs America. Canada needs America like we need another hole in our head. The guy above me is a Trumper. We fought a war over a 2% tax on a breakfast beverage. My goodness. Who's under the hat? It's crazy. Any welcome, man. I'm Peruvian. Don't charge my money. Elon will take us to the moon. Yeah, that's right, Angela. She's a low IQ person because her first response to anything is always violence. Crockett is violent? I don't make Dodge great again. Let me see. Man, there's too many here. There's too many. There's too many. There's too many. There's too many great, ridiculous comments. No, you get terrorists and you get terrorists and you get terrorists. Listen, man, this is Stripping This Thursday. This is Del K. Brereton. So I don't know. You guys signed up for that down there. It's amazing. One thing I will say, I've been going down, visiting folks down in Florida, and visiting Jeanette's people. Miss Jeanette, I go down visiting your people, them. And when I go down and visit your people, they let me in America. And so only thing Donald has done for me as a Canadian passport holder, because that's what I am, a Canadian passport holder, he's made it very easy for me to come there. Y'all want us down there so badly. I mean, I drive across the border, fly across the border. The American customs are like, we're sorry, just come in. We don't even see your passport. Just come in. So thank you for that. And I hope that they don't put my face. That's why I wear disguises and I change up myself, because I don't want them to put me at the border. Listen, let me in. I got people to see down there. All right, this is Del K. Brereton. This is the real spiel. Donald, Thank you for all of the movies that are going to be created in Canada, filmed in Canada, and never be seen in America. We appreciate you. All right? Love, peace, and hair grease to everybody on the spiel. Bye-bye.